Hi there. Well, I have something to share with you today, and it's an absolutely gorgeous Frog 100. It's a Mark 1 that was introduced to the market in 1947. So it's one of the very first British or English diesel engines to be made. And it's in absolutely cracking condition, and it was given to me by one of my YouTube subscribers, a very kind gentleman to whom I'm extremely grateful. So thank you very much for this engine. Now this engine has got me a little perplexed and slightly frustrated. I'm having a few difficulties getting it to run properly. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a look at it because it's in gorgeous condition. It really is a nice engine. And then I'll explain my problem. And I'm hoping that there's somebody out there who can give me some advice, can make some suggestions, and help me get this thing doing what it's supposed to. Anyway, let's have a closer look at it before I get down into that. Well, here we go, this absolutely gorgeous Frog 100 Mark 1 from 1947, and you can see it's in really good condition, and just the style of it, the shape is so iconic of some of the early British diesel engines. It's just absolutely lovely. I don't know whether we can see on the back plate here, it's very shiny. I'm trying to get that at the right angle where it will show up, but it says, I can hardly read it myself, Frog Aero engines made in England. There's a trademark and the serial number is 8374. So I think this is one of the later Mark 1s that were made. And if we turn it over, we can see the needle valve on this side. If I turn it around like that, needle valve does seem to be quite sensitive. When I've had a tube on here and blown it through, it opens more or less straight away from being closed, and there doesn't seem a lot of fine tuning with it. The prop nut is a left-hand thread, unusually, which sort of plays tricks with the mind a little bit when you're tightening up the propeller. You have to you have to keep concentrating. But it is an absolutely gorgeous engine, and it's in lovely condition inside as well. There's no play, damage, wear that I can see. Okay, so what is the problem? Now, I've literally spent hours trying to get this engine to run, literally. And initially it wouldn't run properly, and it just kept flooding out. Whether I had it upright or inverted, it would just flood, and it wouldn't run at all. I spoke with a very knowledgeable friend, Kevin, and he suggested that I use a Venturi insert, and this is what I've got. And you can see the label on the insert. It's an original Frog item that was, I think it was recognised that there was a problem at the time, and they produced these inserts so that it would help draw the fuel in and stop it just pouring into the crankcase and flooding. So I fitted that to the engine, and I've also had it apart as well, just to make sure that all the transfer ports and everything was nice and clean. There's no wear on the big end or the little end. There's great compression, so it's a lovely feeling engine. It's a really nice engine. So I got it back in the test stand for the second time, and I could get it to run with the Venturi insert, but I couldn't get it to go over about, I think it was about 3,500 RPM. And it seemed very unresponsive really to the needle valve, all the compression. And you can see this, I'll show you a little bit of footage of it running in just a second, and you'll see it starts okay once I've got that Venturi insert in, and it runs, but it just won't pick up. And I'm running it on a wooden master air screw 9x5 prop. I did try it on smaller props, and it seemed to be worse really. It seemed to like the weight of the wooden prop, the bigger diameter. So I don't think it's a problem of propping. There's a slight metallic ticking noise occasionally, which you'll hear in the video, And I think that is the prop driver. As it's perhaps losing power, it's the props coming forward and backwards, and I'm not sure, but there's no wear or damage inside the engine that would be causing that noise that I can see. So anyway, take a look at this video, please, and if you've got any suggestions, or maybe this is just how they ran, and because I would have thought with this prop, this 9x5 prop, I should be getting about 7,000 RPM, something like that. But so please help me get this absolutely gorgeous engine running and in a model. I'd really welcome your suggestions. Thanks very much for watching. Take a look at this video.